let's get to the content. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Skull and Bones. So you guys already know what Skull and Bones is, okay? But for those of you that might not know for some odd reason, here's a quick little recap. So Skull and Bones is a video game that was released by Ubisoft that was in development for over 10 years. It was the video game that they touted to be the first ever quad A video game ever, by the way. So this video game was getting roasted because, quite frankly, it deserved it, right? It was a game that was in development for so long that it basically released half finished for the most part. It released to the level where you didn't even have ship combat in terms of like with, you know, player characters. You had naval combat, but you didn't have like actual boarding of ships like you could in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is essentially what this game was based off of. This is basically Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but half of the content at a higher price and live service. That's essentially what this game was. And some people even argued that the graphics were worse. I don't know if that's true. Some screenshots, it looked bad. Some screenshots, it looked okay. But whatever. So anyway, Ubisoft ended up getting felted on this game. This game was a massive failure. It bombed. It made them lose hundreds upon hundreds of millions of dollars. It is the reason why, or part of the reason why, they had to sell their souls to Tencent. Whatever. So now we have a new trailer. Now this trailer is apparently for the second year and season 1 gameplay trailer. This is going to be what they're going to be leading this year with. And a lot of people are supposedly celebrating this particular trailer as a massive win. And they're like, yes, this is it. This is the win we were all waiting for. But the thing is, like, why are we celebrating a company giving you what they were supposed to give you at launch 2 years later? Like, why are we doing that? I just don't understand. So anyway, let's get into the content and let's see what's going on here. I'm going to up the volume. And again, this is a gameplay trailer for year number 2, season 1 of Skull and Bones. And it should look a lot better with the new format now. It's not going to be laggy like it was on StreamYards. Here we go.
The French company Royale and the Dutch merchant company have long danced on the edge of conflict. Their rivalry simmering beneath the waves. But now, you can feel it, can't you, Captain? That charged stillness before the storm breaks. It's no wonder the rumors swirl of ships sailing from Europe, brimming with new weapons and...
B Gross has a good point. Who is even playing this still? I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, I could take a look at the Steam DB numbers and get an idea of how the game is performing right now. But last I looked, I mean, the game was doing really bad. So, and again, keep in mind, I mean, they've already essentially wrote this fucking game off as a failure. And yeah, sure, they're updating the game, but chances are this was already part of their roadmap, most likely. Which, if that's the case, if this was part of their roadmap, then that's hilarious to me, because that means that they already had the ability to solve a lot of the complaints that people had with this game, but they chose to make you wait for it for a year, for whatever reason that may be. So anyway.
Technology, bound for the Indian Ocean. In this frenzied arms race, whoever seizes these marvels won't just have an edge. They'll hold the key to domination. And us pirates...
J Sim says Drunk 3PO plays it. I thought he plays Sea of Thieves. I don't think he plays Skull and Bones. I think he plays Sea of Thieves. I'm pretty sure. Which even Sea of Thieves was a little bit light when it released, and that game eventually became something that a lot of people still play. But I don't think he was playing this.
We won't escape the bloodshed when this conflict crashes on our shores. Best we ready ourselves, for chaos ascends.
It's called Skull and Bones: Ascent into Chaos. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Jay plays Sea of Thieves. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, because I watch him play all the time. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't play this. All right, Item Ascension, whatever the hell that is. Oh, so it's just basically a way to improve your gear score. So did they not have gear upgrading in the original game? Was there no way to upgrade your gear in the original game? They just seriously in a game like this they didn't have that. Customize. Wait, go back. Customize. What was that? Your arsenal. Customize your arsenal with weapon mods. Really? Bro, this game was this game that light when it came out? I think that's honestly insane. Purple cannon. Yeah, I don't know. World tiers. Clash against deadlier foes. Loot higher tier ascended weapons. Death Tide. Dominate in a new PvP game mode available mid-season. So this is not even going to be available in the beginning of the season, just an FYI. I will say that the maps look really nice. I mean, just looking at, face value, I think the maps look really, really nice. Like, that looks pretty cool with the volcano. That looks cool, like Pirates Cove, That looks nice. So I will say the maps look nice, but see, here's the problem. It's the same thing with Shadows, right? Because Shadows looked really fucking good. Most Ubisoft open world games are going to look really good. Just graphically, they have it down packed for the most part. But that's basically it, right? Like, they look good, but then they're just kind of empty or they're kind of dead. Like, you need to bring them to life. So it all depends on how it actually plays out. But in terms of visuals, I mean, they have it. It's there for the most part. Like, that looked cool. Hold on, wait, go back to that. What was that? That waterfall? Yeah, see, like, that looks cool. Like an open mouth, whatever creature thing here. Got waterfalls on both sides. There's probably like a cave behind it. Whatever. Like a Pirate's Cove. That looks all right. So this question right here is exactly what, my main question. Why wasn't this available at launch? Also, I'm concerned about the performance of this content. The performance of the content will probably be buggy, most likely. I mean, it's Ubisoft, right? So you kind of have to expect that. If you're playing a Ubisoft game, especially an online live service game, and you're not expecting bugs, then you clearly don't know the company you're supporting. So, but in terms of the content being missing from the launch, I mean, sadly, a lot of these live service games are doing that now, where, it's a typical No Man's Sky situation where the game was promised to be one thing, and then when it releases is something totally different. But the difference is that No Man's Sky team has been working for free the entire time in order to right their wrongs and fix their mistakes, whereas Ubisoft is probably going to charge for this via season pass or something along those lines, right? Because it says season 1, year 2. So they're going to try to charge for this content. But truthfully, it should have been there from the beginning. Wait, so where is the ground combat then? Did anybody see the ground, or am I bugging? Where the fuck is the ground combat? They said it was in this trailer and it's not in this trailer. What in the Bushlaka bullshit is this? Hold on. Let me see if I can find, what the fuck? That's so weird. They definitely said there was going to be ground combat here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. Season 2 content. This is the year 2 showcase, right? Oh, here we go. Okay, even better. Even better. All right, so we watched we watched the trailer. Here's a showcase. This is the year 2 showcase, Skull and Bones. Here we go. There it is.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Skull and Bones Year 2 Showcase. Your feedback and ideas have helped shape this world. Your passion speaks to the entire Skull and Bones team, and for that, we'd like to thank you for your dedication and support. Together, we're on the path to even greater things in Year 2 and beyond, as we're committed to support Skull and Bones for years ahead.
So hoist your sails and sharpen your cutlasses, because Year 2 is about to change everything.
Yeah, guys, Year 2 is going to change everything. It's going to change everything, boys. Actually, you know what? While I'm here, I'm going to look up how this game is doing. Let me press play.
At its heart, Skull and Bones is a game about living the pirate fantasy. In Year 1, each season focused on introducing...
This game right now has 289 people playing on Steam. Yeah, you heard that right. 289 players with a 24-hour peak of 447, with an all-time peak of 2,615 8 months ago. So 289 people playing this game right now. Everything is going to change for 289 people. Well, no, I'm sorry. Let's be fair. Everything is going to change for 447 people. I'm sorry.
Using a main antagonist that throws the power balance of the Indian Ocean into chaos.
In Year 2, we're changing up the way we deliver our content. We'll be introducing major features.
Damn, it's crazy that I've seen more people on the development team of Skull and Bones that are Asian than I saw on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Isn't that crazy? I just think it's a little crazy.
As the season progresses. This means you'll have new gameplay mechanics and content to discover regularly. With that said, let's dive into it.
Bless their heart. Look at that. They got plans for 4 seasons. Bless their heart. 4 seasons in the 2nd year. I got to tell you, Ubisoft is super dedicated to this game. Even though this game has lost hundreds of millions of dollars already, they are still super dedicated to it. That they're just like doubling down. This is their version of Warner Brothers Suicide Squad. But see, the thing is, Suicide Squad only lasted 1 year before it died. Actually, it died a little bit less than 1 year. But Skull and Bones has already been out for a year. And now they're planning a whole nother year. It's interesting.
Releasing tomorrow is Season 1, Ascent into Chaos.
Bro, what the fuck? It's another Asian person. There are way more Asian people working on this game than there ever was on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Every time I saw a video from Shadows, there was never any Asian people. Very rarely. What the fuck? Oh, man, this is great.
Where rumors of an imminent war between the Dutch merchant company and the French Compagnie Royale spark a relentless arms race.
In times of turmoil, new technology arises as mega corporations compete for dominance. With our new item ascension feature, you can enhance your loot like never before. Ascended item.
It's being developed by Ubisoft Singapore. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was like, wait a second, what the fuck? Why? Where are all these Asian people during Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Come with randomized perks and modifiable slots, making each piece of equipment unique.
You can visit local vendors to tweak the stats and modify Ascended gear using materials and silver, allowing you to create multiple versions of the same weapon tailored for different scenarios. You'll be able to fine-tune your loadout to master every challenge at sea.
Over the past seasons, we received feedback that some of our players wanted to engage content at a higher level.
You know what's sad? This comment right here from Luke Voss. There will come a time where we will have to pay for bug fixes. Bro, you have no idea how right you actually are. Like, you really have no idea how right you actually are. Like these developers are going to release their games broken. They'll be like, wow, we have a patch that's ready to go that will fix everything for the small price of $4.99. Download this patch today. I'm saying, man, it's going to happen.
This is why we're introducing World Tiers. High difficulty challenges will have a better chance of dropping ascended items, but you'll need to prove your prowess by passing what we call World Tier trials. World Tier progression remains entirely optional.
To help you combat the escalating threat, we're introducing a medium siege ship with incredible...
This is a snore fest. Be right back when the Ubisoft stuff is done. All right, bro. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you around, brother.
explosive power.
For our pirates that have established colossal smuggling empires on the Indian Ocean, we're introducing major improvements to your helm experience.
Yeah, I guarantee you're going to see a lot of mobile style mechanics with their monetization as well, by the way. I'm sure that's going to be a thing.
Now, you'll be able to produce different items from manufactories outside of contraband.
Grow your empire even further by investing points into the new Empire Upgrade Tree. This will allow you to make added strategic choices for the growth of your empire. This season is also the last time manufactory levels and pieces of 8 will be reset. And that's not all. For this first season, we're very excited to announce a brand new PvP feature, Death Tides. Available from our mid-season update, you'll be able to battle other pirates in a brand new team-based mode. Capture control points around the maps, outwit opponents, and unleash epic ultimates like the devastating Lapes Mortars, or legendary summons like the Tylosaurus. Choose from preset ships like the Pirate class, Stormwall, or Paladin, each with unique playstyles, or bring your own custom loadouts for full control. Battle across 4 unique maps: Brimstone, Sanctuary, Sunken Ruins, and Mukiti Falls. Earn rewards, ships, weapons, armor, and more that carry over to the main game. XP gained in Death Tides also boosts your Infamy and Smuggler Pass progress.
My thing is, if you have a really small player base, I don't know what a PvP mode is going to do for you. I think they should be focusing on making content that's going to bring people back to the game first. And then once you have them, focus on making content that's going to keep them. If you make a PvP mode for a game that has 289 concurrent players in a day on Steam, yeah, I mean, sure, you might have a ton of people on Ubisoft Plus, maybe. But it's really about just keeping the people. Like, you need to bring people back first and then keep them. You know, you have your opportunity. You're hyping this up as the big return to form. Although this stuff should have been in the game in the beginning, especially the land combat, which we're going to get to anyway. I feel like this kind of a game has such an easy concept. Like, how do you fuck this up? How do you fuck this up? Like, a pirate game based on Black Flag? How do you mess that up?
In Season 2, Oaths of War, the Indian Ocean is plunged into all-out war as the Dutch merchant company takes over a company megafort from right under their noses. This megafort is a beast with unique phases and towers that deal devastating damage. Encounter sniper towers with long-range precision, healer towers that repair enemy reinforcements, and mortar towers, raining explosive bombards. Season 2.
Yeah, exactly, Deku Leader. This game is just Black Flag with half the content. That's really it. Although now they're adding some more content in, so maybe it's like 70% of the content, but it's still missing content. You can't board ships. Everything's a cutscene. You know, it's a bunch of things that are missing.
2 brings a deeper pirate roleplay experience. Align yourself with the DMC or the Company Royale, but beware. Supporting one faction will make the other hostile, affecting patrols and your encounters on the high seas. Your choices will shape your path in this chaotic world.
Each faction offers unique benefits and opportunities, so the perks and items you desire may influence your allegiance. As the war unfolds, collective player actions will determine the winning side by season's end, altering the power balance of the Indian Ocean something that will carry forward into future seasons.
To help you combat this new layer of hostility, we are introducing something you've been asking for since our game's release. It's time for us to go big.
Why does his hand move like that?
Playable large ships will be making their way into Skull and Bones this year, starting with the frigates in Season 2. This is a colossal vessel in comparison to our existing small and medium ships and will pack a punch with an increased number of gun ports.
With the number of playable ships growing each season, we wanted to enable you to further push your preferred playstyle once you've reached the limit of upgrades. We're really looking forward to seeing the unique builds and strategies you will.
Bro, this man can hear everything and smell everything. He just can't see very well, but he can hear and smell everything. Everything.
Come up with.
As one fat pirate.
In Season 3, Guts and Glory coming this fall, the DMC company war intensifies and a rogue warlord profits from both sides, trafficking weapons and...
All right, so far, hold on. So far, we have Season 1 having no land combat. Season 1 is item ascension, world tiers, medium ship, schooner, helm, empire revamp, empire upgrade tree, and dead ties PvP. Season 2 is mega fort and large ship frigate. Now we're in Season 3. Here we go.
Holding skilled officers captive for ransom. To defeat him, you need powerful reinforcements. Introducing officers. Customize your crew with unique officers, each offering buffs like repair perks, increased damage, or faster sailing. You'll be able to add multiple officers to mix and match. And
how much you want to bet they're going to keep the land combat for the very end? For the last update of the year, to try to get people excited enough to play the game for the whole year. And they're going to tell their fans, listen, man, land combat's coming eventually. It's going to come at the end of the year, we promise. Just, it's like holding a carrot on the stick to get them to you know, to keep playing the game and to keep investing time in the game in the hopes that they buy microtransactions and everything under the sun.
Advantages to suit your playstyle.
These officers are scattered across the Indian Ocean, held captive by the rogue warlord. How you recruit them will tie into something many of you have been asking for since launch.
Oh, is this it right here? Wait, I might be wrong. This is it. This is it.
This is the year we'll be introducing land combat. We're introducing an exciting new feature that enhances your pirate experience, perfectly complementing your adventures on the high seas.
So they're adding land combat at the end of Season 3. And they're adding zombies, which is basically just saying, hey, please, we are trying to be Sea of Thieves. Can you please play our game instead? That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're trying to be fucking Sea of Thieves. Oh my god. They even acknowledged, by the way, that people have been asking for this since launch. So you knew people were wanting this. You knew people were expecting this, and you made them wait a year. And now you're going to make them wait a year and 2/3 before you finally deliver on land combat with a couple of zombies to make it look like Sea of Thieves. That is crazy, bro. So almost 2 years before you give people land combat. And you expect people to want to play this over Sea of Thieves or anything else? I mean, I don't understand. Nerdy Mechanic says, I like zombies, but does it have to be in every game? Well, again, what they're trying to do, Nerdy Mechanic, is they're trying to copy Sea of Thieves, right? Because they know Sea of Thieves has the player base. I mean, even if let's see, Sea of Thieves on Steam. I'm going to look it up right now really quick to see what... Is it even on Steam? I don't even think it's on Steam. What am I talking about? Wait, Sea of Thieves... Is it on? No, it is on Steam. I'm fucking retarded. Sea of Thieves has right now. Sea of Thieves has 4,753 people playing right now. Right now, and it has a 24-hour peak of 8,250. So it has exponentially more players than Skull and Bones does, and it's been out longer. It's an older game, so it had an all-time concurrent player count of 66,906. So Sea of Thieves had a way bigger overall like following, and Skull and Bones has little to nothing compared to that. So they're trying to take whatever players that are playing Sea of Thieves, they're trying to take those players and bring them into the ecosystem of Skull and Bones. At least that's how it seems anyway.
By the end of the year, our final season, Eye of the Beast, brings the Year 2 saga to a breathtaking and thrilling conclusion. The war between mega corporations has left both sides in disarray. Frustrated with the desolation and destruction of their homeland, the once neutral sea people take it upon themselves to summon a fearsome beast to rid the Indian Ocean of mega corporations and pirates alike.
This season, we're introducing the Kraken. This beast will be massive. Big.
The fucking Kraken, bro. Oh my god, dude. Yo, season 3 and 4 are literally just, hey, we are trying to be Sea of Thieves. That's all it literally is. It's got all the stereotypical shit that's involved. Adding the Kraken.
Bigger than any other monster you've encountered in the past seasons. From dodging their tentacles to avoiding its speed attacks, the Kraken promises to be a feast for a beast.
You'll also be able to join the Hunters Guild and master the art of sea monster hunting. Purchase the Hunter Dhow, your specialized ship for hunting, and collect rare meats to sell or craft powerful meals that boost your crew's buffs.
To support your hunts, we're introducing a new launch ship, the Corvette, specially designed with the ability to deploy your Hunter Dhow.
They named the fucking ship Corvette? Seriously? They named the big ship Corvette after the car? What the fuck?
This ability will give you the freedom to hunt sea monsters anywhere in the Indian Ocean without needing to dock.
We hope you enjoyed this glimpse into what's on the horizon for Year 2.
A Corvette's a type of ship? Okay, I didn't know that. Corvette is a type of ship. Genetic Spore says, Bandcamp says. Okay, fair enough. But when I think of Corvette, I think of the car. I think most people, if you ask them, hey, have you ever seen a Corvette? They're going to be like, what, the car? So you can't look at me like I'm crazy for thinking that.
To our incredible players, thank you for making this all possible. As we chart our course into Year 2 and beyond, we remain deeply committed to building this game with you and for you. We can't wait to hear your thoughts on the roadmap we shared.
Somebody say, why do you think it's called a Stingray? Well, because the car looks like a Stingray from the front. I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no idea.
So be sure to follow us on our official channels to stay up to date.
We are also excited to share that a patch will soon be released to enhance Skull and Bones for the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Season 1, Ascent into Chaos, releases tomorrow. For our new pirates, there has never been a better time to try Skull and Bones. You'll be able to try the game for free during our free weekend.
Oh yeah, let's give it away for free, boys. Let's give it away for free right now. Please come join our game. Come join our game right now. You know what's amazing to me? It's like, okay, I would normally ask if it wasn't for them selling off their, well, actually no, I should still ask this question. Because Skull and Bones is not an Assassin's Creed, IP. Skull and Bones is not an Assassin's Creed IP. So technically, Ubisoft is still in control and is not part of the new subsidiary that was made with Tencent and bought out by Tencent. So this Skull and Bones game is still being funded by the original Ubisoft. So I guess I would normally ask where they're getting the money for this, because if they plan to do this for a year and this game has lost well over $400 million at the minimum, where exactly are you planning to get this money from? But hey, I guess that $1+ billion from Tencent they're going to use that to fund this game for another a year and hope and pray that it attracts enough players in order to sustain itself. But I just highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. I don't see how land combat is going to bring in a massive amount of people. It would have if it was there in the beginning. This is content that should have been there because it would have kept people around, but you kind of just threw that away. You know, you kind of just sacrificed that. But let's be real, Skull and Bones didn't really have a massive player base from the get-go. Even if it had land combat, you still only had 2,800 concurrent players at the time of launch for a supposed Quad A game. There was no fucking way this game was going to make its money back. There is no way. It doesn't matter what they do. And Ubisoft has to know this. So then the question is, why keep updating it? Why keep updating it? Why continue to put money into this game? Unless this was all already done, which I'm sure it probably was. This was probably all mapped out and done already.
From April 17th
and then they just stripped the game of content and then tried to sell it to you later down the line as seasons.
to April 21st and get the game at a reduced price for a limited time. Before we wrap up, we've got one last trailer that's sure to leave you hyped for everything coming your way. Don't go anywhere, you won't want to miss this.
This better not be copyrighted, goddammit. I'm going to lower the audio. I'm turning off the audio. I just want to see what they got here. That ship looks cool with all the spikes and stuff. But is it practical? Who knows? Wait, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? They got flying... What is this? That looked cool. What the hell is that? What are we in Black Myth Wukong now? That's insane. Dan Sheehan says Skull and Bones is the best game ever. All right, Dan definitely needs to be saved, for sure. It's the Chinese dragon. Yeah, I can clearly see that. I just wanted to know what kind of dragon it was. Yay! Zombies. Power up. Again, all of this stuff should have been in the game from the beginning. So now I just wonder, like, what is the plan with this game? You know this is not going to make your money back. You just know it. I hope that for their sake, they this was already content that was made and they stripped it. I genuinely believe that they probably did that. They stripped the game because when the game was released, it was so bare bone. There's no way you could tell me that that was the vision for your game for Skull and Bones. There was no fucking way. But what we're seeing now is more likened to the vision that they initially had. So it just tells me they probably stripped the game. At least most of it anyway. They probably stripped what the first 2 seasons of content is. They probably stripped that out of the game and then used that to resell. And then the rest is stuff that they made after the fact. So that's basically it. That's it. That's all we got. So again, anyway, so this is Skull and Bones. Just wanted to take a look at this game and revisit it because obviously it's been over a year now that this game has been out. And apparently now it is slowly becoming the game that it was supposed to be at launch. But then the question remains, is this going to be enough to save them? Probably not. Let's be real. Probably not. So, but anyway, if there's anybody in the chat that does play Skull and Bones, congratulations. You're finally getting the game that you paid for. You just got to wait at least until the end of Season 3, and then you'll finally get what you paid for. So, almost 2 years later. Let's catch up on Super Chats, and then we're going to get into Oblivion.